Hi everyone, my name is Kendrick and welcome to Travel and Live Free. In this video, we're gonna cover my country number 19 to visit every single country in the world, and that country is Malaysia. Now I'm very happy to say, and I'm very happy to do this video actually, because Malaysia is easily in my top 5 most favorite countries in the world, if not my top 3. I absolutely love Malaysia, and Malaysia is one of those countries that I never expected to love so much. When I went there, it was just because Karen wanted to see the orangutans in the Borneo island, and I just fell in love with the country. I love everything about it, and I'll talk about it in this video. So our trip to Malaysia actually started from Brunei, and we took a ferry from a city called Serasa all the way to an island in Malaysia called Labuan. And the ferry cost was about $20, and afterwards we took a ferry from Labuan to Kota Kinabalu, which is the biggest city in Malaysia in the Borneo island. And then from there we checked out the Orangutan Sanctuary, and then we also went to Kuala Lumpur afterwards. And then after Kuala Lumpur, we flew out of the country. So that's kind of like the order of how we traveled to Malaysia. With that being said, I'd like to go back to Malaysia one day because I feel like I've missed a lot of like really cool places that I really want to see. But for now, that's what I saw and I loved it and I want more. So when we got to Labuan, which is the ferry ride from Serasa, the ferry ride was actually pretty neat. It was a pretty neat experience overall. And Labuan is a really nice island. I absolutely love Labuan. Labuan is a weird island because it has a lot of Hong Kong tourists. So when we went there, Karen actually got to use her Cantonese to help us get by. And once we were in Labuan, there were so many places that had delicious food.
Okay, so Kendrick and I are about to eat kaya balls. I don't know what they are, but it was what, $1 Canadian for 10?
3 ringgit.
Yeah, so here we go. Oh, it looks like bubble waffles, but
Really good.
oh my god, all that weight we lost in Egypt from food poisoning is coming back. Alright, we're gonna go.
If you like Hong Kong style cafe food, you know, get that iced lemon tea and that like nice noodle soup and like just, you know, those Hong Kong style kind of food, man, that place is heaven. It's so good. It's a really relaxing place to hang out also. And if I can turn back time, I would have spent another day or two just to hang out in that little relaxing place called Labuan.
Okay, so we are waiting for the ferry to head to Kota Kinabalu. Here we are waiting. That's where we bought those yummy kaya balls. So delicious. We're really productive today, right? We
got our passport, our visa picture, done today. So it's out of the way. We can relax in that sense. And then what's this place called? Labuan. Labuan is awesome.
It's so awesome.
We kind of stayed here another day or two.
So much food.
So nice.
When we needed to eat, we had no place to go. We had to either walk really far, or we had to buy groceries and then cook.
Yeah, but here's all over the place.
Oh, like you seriously walk down the street.
It's like six
Yeah, and even here, it's like a lot of snack shops. And we had delicious lunch and noodles, Kendrick had rice.
Yeah, I think you're the most happy with it.
I like your rice.
Instead of Swiss.
Oh, you could have some.
Yeah,
I was gonna offer half of mine to yours. So I could have eaten some of your rice.
we were too tired about it.
Too tired. We just needed food. We need AC, but we back in Canada we have a tradition where every Tuesday or Wednesday morning we would go to Market Place and order the steak with ham. And
Wednesday morning?
yeah, Wednesday morning after we Tuesday morning. And then we would have iced lemon tea, and then now we finally
Iced lemon tea again.
got our iced lemon tea again. Definitely different, but still very, very good.
Yeah, and I also got my SIM card.
You got a SIM
So we
card,
got the Mr. Data.
and it was actually useful.
Yeah, in Brunei it was.
Brunei.
At first I thought it was going to be crap, but it turned out it was a lifesaver.
It was a lifesaver. So we're gonna be waiting to
We barely
board.
made it this morning to the terminal.
Yeah, we.
Like we were like
we
the
didn't
last
have
ticket.
money.
It was like the last ticket.
Yeah, right after they served us.
Yeah, I got Karen to line up, you know.
Yeah.
And then the moment she lined up, she was the last person allowed to buy the ticket.
Glad to go. I think we're boarding soon, hopefully. Yeah, I think it's about a 3-hour ferry ride, so that would be very interesting. It's funny because when we took the ferry from Brunei to Labuan, they had movies playing.
It was really good
It
actually.
was a funny Stephen Chow kung fu movie.
It was really good.
Funny. And people actually speak Cantonese here, which is very strange.
Yeah, so it's easy for us to navigate because Karen can just speak Cantonese to some people.
Yeah.
that was a pleasant surprise.
Unuseful. Okay, we're gonna go.
After Labuan, we went to Kota Kinabalu, and we stayed in a hostel called Masada Backpackers, I think. And it was a 30-minute walk actually from the ferry terminal to get to our hostel, but we didn't mind. It was a interesting experience to just walk through the city and get to our hostel. Now, Kota Kinabalu does have a lot of dogs, so you have to be careful that the stray dog doesn't come after you. Nothing happened to us, but we did see quite a bit of dogs when we were walking around Kota Kinabalu. Kota Kinabalu is a very humid city, so just be prepared to be swimming in sweat while you are in Kota Kinabalu. So while we were in Kota Kinabalu, we just took a time to rest because we were really exhausted. We just finished traveling to Africa, went to Brunei for a few days, and we were just dead tired. And turns out that our hostel in Kota Kinabalu was actually very relaxing, so we just took some time to relax that first day. Okay, so me and Karen just arrived at Kota Kinabalu. We're in our hostel right now at Masada Backpacker. It's kind of funny because we were actually in Masada, so now we're here at this backpacker. There's Karen right now, she's just chilling out. We're super sweaty right now, it's super hot here and sticky, but so far so good. We really like Malaysia, and we're looking forward to get some dinner and getting some rest. And tomorrow we're heading 6 hours bus to our next destination. We also took a chance to eat some street food, and they have some really good street food. They had a lot of good restaurants too, just outside the corner. We also made friends that was staying in the hostel. We met this one Dutch girl, her name is Manon. She was this 18-year-old backpacker, and she became friends with me and Karen when we had breakfast together. And everyone was kind of congregating, chatting, telling different stories. And we invited her to go have lunch with us later on and have dinner with us, and she became one of our friends that actually ended up traveling a little bit with us while we were in Kota Kinabalu, and I actually saw her again later on when I traveled to Netherlands. So it's really nice when you go backpacking that you can make friends from different countries all around the world. So after relaxing in Kota Kinabalu, we took a bus ride going from Kota Kinabalu to a city called Sepilok. And actually, if I could turn back time, I would have never taken this bus ride, because turns out the plane ride costs almost the same as the bus ride, which is ridiculous how cheap the planes are in Malaysia with Air Asia. So if I can turn back time, I would just probably fly. And it was a long bus ride, and there was like a random place that you could eat halfway through, and the toilets were like those squat toilets, so it's not a very comfortable bus ride, to say the least.
Good morning. So, oops. Kendrick and I are at the bus station. We just had breakfast.
Pretty sleepy.
Yeah, he's so sleepy. We slept at 1 last night. Our backpacker, Masada Backpackers, is actually really good. It's so nice. Has a nice sitting area. They've got DVDs, computers, really clean washrooms. So we're on the bus right now. We are the only ones here. You can see. No one, no one, no one.
I wonder why
Kendrick,
no one in Tongwang Express.
No one, no one. And the bus has no AC right now. It's stuffy and it smells like sour BO. Am I correct?
Yeah.
But guess what? We are going to see drum roll.
Yeah.
Orangutans! Yay! We're gonna go see orangutans today.
Yeah.
My not lifelong. I wouldn't say lifelong.
That's
My
your
dream.
bucket list.
It's on my bucket list. Ever since I got Louis, I've been wanting to see a real orangutan, so we will be doing that today. But we have to wait a couple of hours because the bus ride is about 6 hours long, which is very, very long.
Yeah.
I'll show you the outside. A lot of buses. More buses. More buses. More buses.
But once you get to Sepilok, we stayed in this little jungle resort, which is pretty cheap. It was only like $25 Canadian a night, I think. Okay, so me and Karen are now in the Orangutan Sanctuary. We're staying at the Jungle Hotel, and we're about to go to the Orangutan Sanctuary right now. Okay, so we're walking towards the pathway here in the hotel we're staying at to go towards the restaurant. We're gonna quickly buy our ticket to go back to Kota Kinabalu tomorrow, and then we're gonna head to the Orangutan Sanctuary.
He has so many flies around him. I'm going to eat.
And we got to see the Orangutan Sanctuary, which is one of the highlights of our trip. It was so amazing to see the orangutan. Karen had a blast seeing the orangutans because the orangutans is the highlight of going to Borneo, actually. While we were checking out the orangutans, there were some French tourists that was giving us attitude though, and they were acting a little bit self-entitled, so we found that a little bit annoying. But we just ignored them and we went on our way to just enjoy checking out the orangutans.
So me and Karen just finished checking out the orangutans. There she is. And it's been Karen's bucket list for the longest time, and she finally got to do it, make her dreams a reality. And we're gonna go enjoy our time in our hotel now. We're gonna get some water. We're a little bit dehydrated and we got a few mosquito bites, so I probably should spray some mosquito repellents. And then we're gonna go eat because we're starving. So we'll see you soon.
What we didn't know was that the Orangutan Sanctuary was actually right beside the Sun Bear Sanctuary, and we only booked one night there, and we were so mad that we didn't stay a second night to see the Sun Bear Sanctuary. So lesson learned: if you are gonna see the orangutans in the Orangutan Sanctuary in Borneo, book 2 nights because the Sun Bear Sanctuary is right next door. The next day we took the bus back to Kota Kinabalu, and it was like a funny bus ride because the place that we were waiting for the bus ride is like a random street corner with no sign, so you're standing there and you're thinking, is a bus actually gonna come here and pick you up? Because there's no sign or anything. But yeah, you know, after so many buses, there was one bus that picked us up and took us back to Kota Kinabalu, where we spent another night before going to Kuala Lumpur the next day. Another quick tip: when you're traveling in Malaysia, they do have Uber there, and Uber's super cheap, so I recommend taking Uber whenever you can. When we got to Kuala Lumpur, we took an Uber to take us to a hotel. Now keep in mind, we've been backpacking for a few months now and we are dirty, we're exhausted, and I got a chance to use my Best Western points when I was traveling in Malaysia, in Kuala Lumpur specifically, and they upgraded us to the presidential suite, and I was like, holy crap, I went from like a peasant backpacker to like the king of this hotel because I was now staying at the top floor in this massive room. I was so shocked. It was almost like hard to imagine. Okay, so we just arrived in Kuala Lumpur, and I used up my Best Western points. I think it was 8,000 points per night to stay at Best Western, and the picture of the hotel looks pretty good. But when we arrived here, they upgraded us to the presidential suite. So I feel like we just went from peasant to king in a few seconds, which is amazing. So what I'm gonna do right now is I'm gonna take you on a quick tour of what this hotel room looks like, which is quite shocking. So normally we're used to staying at hostels, and we're really a peasant, you know, we stay at like crappy bunks or some cheap accommodation. But for today, this is what it looks like where we're staying. So this is the first washroom, and we come right here, and we have, there's Karen in the background. We have the living room right here with a nice TV, and we have the kitchen, okay, with a fridge. Right here, it has the view of the city. So the view will probably be nicer tomorrow morning, so we'll make a video then. And then if you come right here, we have the bedroom. Okay, so it's the bedroom with quite a nice bed right here. TV also right in front of the bed. We have the living room here with our backpacks. As you can see, we're backpackers, and somehow we ended up in this palace of a hotel. We have here is a workstation, so I can get some blogging done in the next few days. Okay, right here is a nice chair and a nice table again. And here's the bathroom. So the washroom is super nice, and here's a shower and our tub. So yeah, we definitely have a shocking experience. What do you think? Are you shocked?
Yeah. We didn't even, like, the moment we touched down in Southeast Asia, I thought the hostel we stayed at, which didn't even have a toilet seat, like, that was Asian backpacking. But oh my god, I can't believe it. Usually when they say it's a hotel, it's really nice. I don't really have high hopes for it, especially after a hotel in South Africa. The one where you open the door and then you can, like, step onto the bed. This looks so nice. Like, you could fit a whole family in here. There's so much space.
Yeah, I can't believe we got upgraded to the presidential suite.
There's a gym on the rooftop somewhere.
So the lesson learned here is when you get hotel status with Best Western, they don't take you very seriously in a lot of places. So for example, we went in Israel and our hotel status meant nothing to them. But now that we redeem our hotel points, which is actually one of the lowest tiers, it's only 8,000 points here in Kuala Lumpur, not only did we get a free room, our room got upgraded. So lesson learned, if you want to redeem your Best Western points, make sure you redeem it in Asia, and you want to redeem it here in Kuala Lumpur where you get the presidential suite. So we're really exhausted. It's 2 a.m. We just landed after traveling from Kota Kinabalu. We're having an awesome sleep, wake up just in time for breakfast, and then we'll start recovering for this week before we head off to Myanmar. And that's why these days when I travel, I do like to travel really rough and then stay somewhere really nice, because that extremeness gives you like a nice appreciation for the modern amenities and the just niceness of it. So yeah, I would definitely do it over and over again, this sort of travel style. So we spent 2 nights at that Best Western, and then I used 5 nights to stay at a Marriott hotel because I wanted to use my Marriott points and just spend a whole week to relaxing in Kuala Lumpur because we were just dead tired from constantly backpacking. So we stayed at this nice hotel in Kuala Lumpur by Marriott. I think the hotel is called Aloft. Okay, so we just reached our hotel here in Kuala Lumpur. This is the second place we're staying. I redeemed my Starwood points. It's about, I think, 4,000 points per night. So we're gonna be staying here for the next 5 days. This is our room right now. Okay, it's a hotel brand called Starwood, and the line is Aloft. So we're here for the next 5 days. We're actually here to wait for Karen's debit card to arrive because her debit card got eaten by the machine. So hopefully we can get her card back and she can get access to some of her money. Otherwise, so far so good. This is a really fancy looking hotel, and I'll get a chance to explore it more into detail later on. And the hotel was joined right in KL Central, the big mall. So we were going to this big mall every day, eating like chicken and rice. It was so good, and we watched Doctor Strange when we were there. We also got a chance to see Batu caves while we were in Kuala Lumpur. Okay, so me and Karen are heading to the train station right now. We are on our way to the Batu caves, yeah. And we're in this giant mall right here. This is the KL Central Mall, I guess. It's like, how many floors is this? 8 floors, right? So far so good. We watched a movie here yesterday, and Doctor Strange, and the seats were so comfortable. It kind of beats.
The popcorn was really good.
Yeah, popcorn was great. It was cheaper too, so
yeah.
kind of baffles my mind. It's like, oh, why is everything like overpriced back in our
Pretty good.
home city in Canada?
Even the train to the Batu Caves is only going to cost about, what is it, 2-3 ringgit, which is super cheap. I mean, in Canada it costs about what, $2.75.
Yeah, our movie was about $5 per person, and then our lunch that we've been eating every day is a chicken and rice with some soup.
Oh, so good. We just had it.
Probably $2.75 if you convert it to Canadian, and it's 8 ringgit is how much we've been paying. Anyways, we're headed to the train station right in front of us right now. Okay, so we're in a quest right now to find the place to buy the ticket to Batu Caves. Okay, so we're now in the platform to go to the Batu Caves. It's on platform 3, and it's very interesting here in Malaysia because when they get you to go inside the ticket place, you just need to present this little token right here. You can't really see it, but that yellow token will get you into the train station on the way to the Batu Caves. Okay, so we're inside the Batu Cave now. It's really humid here, but it's super nice. Just take a look at the view. Yeah, you can see it's quite nice. Hopefully that little video clip that I just took kind of showed that. If not, I'll have more videos later. Just climbing up the steps right now. This is what the background looks like. They have a market there in the back. And we're almost here at the top. Whew. That's Karen, she made it to the top before I did. And here she is. What?
And man, I just love Kuala Lumpur. I usually hate big cities. I'm not a big city kind of person, but I love Kuala Lumpur. It's my favorite city in the world, and I would definitely go back there. And I can even see myself living there. So as you can see from this video, I can't stop raving about Malaysia. Malaysia has a special place in my heart. I definitely want to go back there again one day. If not, I actually want to live there for part of the year one day. It's a very international city. Everyone speaks English, so it's an easy city to live in. After Malaysia, we went to Myanmar, which is a country that I did not like very much. And I kind of missed Malaysia right away right when we went there. But I'll be talking about that in another video. Anyways, that's about it. If you like this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave your comments below. And don't forget to sign up to the Travel and Live Free newsletter, where you can get a 10-step cheat sheet on how to travel around the world. You'll also get the latest tips and strategies on how to save money on travel for Canadians, on how to travel around the world for Canadians, and how to get more freedom in your life using travel as a Canadian. You can sign up to the newsletter in the description below. Until next time, I'll see you then. Bye-bye.